man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man. Adrien Broner is complaining about lack of dates on PBC. Let's pull it up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Well, he's complaining about the lack of, fights he can do. I remember at one point Bob Arum could say Terrence Crawford can fight as much as he want to fight. But it had most of them fights be on ESPN Plus. But they still was gonna reach his minimum. So if Crawford wanted to fight every 4 months, he could, or however he wanted to fight, he can do it. That's the flexibility that ESPN gives them. Either ESPN or ESPN Plus, and in a rare situation, they can do ABC if they really, really want to do ABC. But let's talk about it. Check the Boxing News playlist out, Boxing Rumor playlist out. Shout out to Barber Choice. He always tag me in that stuff, man. So appreciate him on Instagram. My boy from Philly, he is. Appreciate him. He sent it to me too. I told Alan Espinoza, this is Broner, to keep me busy, not dizzy. I want to fight and train and keep my body right. But if they ain't talking about me fighting, then I ain't about to just be in the gym taking my body through hell for nothing. They about to make me fight on ESPN or Triller or something because I'm not in the contract with nobody. I'm just a loyal mother. Ooh, what y'all don't want me active, you're making $100-200 million. Let's go. I want to fight, bro. Keep playing. I'm gonna go punching somebody on the streets. I'm tired of this ignorance. This ignorance. Somebody said delete this. James Rick 94 said delete this. I ain't mad. Delete that shit. Because one, you ain't making $100-200 million because you're not fighting the people that's bringing that money in. You ain't fighting Canelo. Too big. Ain't nobody else bringing that money unless you fight Tank. And y'all still might not make $100 or $200 million. You fight Lomachenko, you ain't making that money. Shakur move up. Devin move up. You have to fight Devin, Shakur, Tank, Crawford, Spence, just to get close to that money. So my thing is, why you got to be training for a fight to stay in the gym? Every day I go to the gym, I see the same people. What they training for? You ain't training for a vacation year round. You training because, or you doing whatever you do. Some people do Pilates class. Some people do kickboxing. Some people jog. Some people lift. Some people do a little bit of everything. They do that because it's the right thing to do. They want to live. And the feeling you get when you working out, you might be tired as hell, but once you recuperate, you got more energy to go through the day. You feel better. So why can't Adrien Broner do it for himself? But as far as fighting, leave. This ain't pool, 8-ball quarter pocket. You ain't got to call your shot. You ain't got to warn them. You can text, I'm gone. I'm going to go head out. I'm going to go buy a beer unless you can match this. You don't tell your next shot to the streets. I remember Mr. T did that interview. They dream killers. I was watching Rocky 3 last night. They dream killers. He right. Why you warning them? You could text us and say, deuces. Go to ESPN. Go to Triller. Go to The Zone. Eddie Hearn got a bag for you. The Haney fight's still there. Then, you can fight Jesse Vargas again over there. Go. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you. Y'all don't want me active and do what you got to do. But realistically, what fights out there for Broner? Let's look. What's out there? What's out there for AB? You could say Crawford, Spence. He can have those fights anytime. He already fought Pacquiao, Ramirez, Taylor. If they get done with this fight, if it ain't a rematch, then he got to fight Catterall or Teofimo Lopez. Tank Davis, Gary Russell. Those type of fights out there for him. Lomachenko. And the question is, can he beat those guys? Regis Prograis. But not a little brother back at 40. Can you beat those guys? Regis, Ramirez, Taylor, Barrios. Lopez, Haney. Gary Russell, you know, he gotta be all those guys just to get halfway to $100 million. Probably not even halfway. That's the issue. Adrien Broner, your last fight, people thought you lost to a late replacement. You better be in the gym lifting weights and doing bands and hitting the bag. But Adrien Broner never been the same after that Marcos Maidana fight. He never been the same fighter. You know, is it Maidana fault? Is this fault? No. He took a risk. You got to salute Adrien Broner. They should overpay him. They didn't want him to fight Maidana. They didn't want him to move up that quick. But he jumped off the script. Remember, Floyd was like, Adrien Broner need to go ahead and follow Al Haymon plan, the script. But Adrien Broner took a risk. That's what boxing about. We're not going to berate you. We're not going to degrade you for taking a risk. He finished the fight like a champ. Boxing is about risk. If you lose, there's been a lot of guys that Bernard Hopkins lost to Roy Jones. He still went on to be a great middleweight. It happens. James Toney still went on to be a great super middle, great light heavyweight. He still was a great fighter. Marvin Hagler still was a great fighter, no matter how you feel the Ray Leonard fight went. Durant got knocked out by Hearns, still went up and beat Adrien Broner, still a great fighter. Boxing is about risk. Boxing is about risk. Every now and again, you got to take a risk. Back in the day, Robinson had to take a risk every fight. Boxing is about risk. When you don't want to take risks no more, that's how you know it's time to go. When you want to fight these, Mick, it was sit-ups. Mick, you told me it was sit-up fights. I'm just protecting you. I protected you. When you ain't taking risks in boxing no more, that's when you need to go. Take a risk every now and again. If you ain't taking a risk every 3 fights, when you fight once or twice a year, it's time for you to go. I ain't wear this shirt forever. But that's what it's about. Boxing is about risk. Boxing is about, fighting the best, moving up. That's what pound for pound is about, moving up, beating champions, beating lineal champions, unifying belts. But for him, realistically, how does he get $100 million? It doesn't exist. You ain't moving up to fight Joshua. You ain't moving up to fight Canelo. Them the only fights that guarantee you unless you're going to fight Conor McGregor. And he might lose to McGregor low-key unless you're going to fight Floyd. I don't understand why Floyd won't fight Broner. That's you be 51-0. But maybe he don't want to subject himself. Maybe, I don't know. Because behind the scenes, you hear a lot of people saying that Broner was jealous of Floyd because Floyd got away with a lot of stuff. But then again, that's Floyd fucking Mayweather. Greatest fighter of his era. Most believe. But how did he get $100 million? It doesn't exist. Unless he fight Floyd. Money Pacquiao. No, it already happened. We talking about Gary Russell. That bring, that'd be a good fight. There'd be some shit talking that fight. He probably can run it up to 10 if they do it on pay-per-view with a nice card. Devin Haney, the zone, might give him shit. He should at least get 7. What Mikey got. So right now we talking about what? $20 million just round up. Fight Terrence Crawford. Shit, they might guarantee you about 10. So it's a way, but you got to beat these guys. That's the thing. You got to lay the smackdown on that Rudy Poop. And that's just what it boiled down to, man. So, he talking about they don't want to see me get $100, $200 million. That was years ago. That was legit years ago. You beat Madonna, then you would have fought Floyd, then you could have ran up to $100 million. But now that doesn't exist. Now they're not going to find dates for you because you're the hottest fighter around. You're not no longer. They don't even have dates for Jamal. They don't have dates for Errol Spence. He got to fight on pay-per-view. They don't have dates for Ruiz and Arreola. That's why I was going on pay-per-view. Think about it for a minute. They don't even have dates for their premier fighters. You a guy that nobody want to see fight. You didn't want to fight Red Cash. You didn't beat your last opponent. But you talking about Danny Garcia. He had to fight Danny Garcia, Gary Russell, Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. Those would be the fights he would have to fight to get to this promised land. And he had to win. What he win? Gervonta Davis. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media subscription. Twitter's the fast way than Facebook and Instagram. Facebook group link in the description. Want to check that out? Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you think about Adrien Broner's rant about lack of dates. We know PBC ain't got the dates, but hey, appreciate it. One time for the one time. Good for the Sports TV. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.